and 5, man, here at the Reach Over Culture podcast, man. Again, we trying to get more ingratiated with the town. Shout out to everybody in the town. Hold on, man. Hold on. You know, I gotta get my sound. Man, hold on. Shout out to everybody in the town, man. We trying to ingratiate ourselves more with the town. You saw our last episode with Paparazzi. We trying to ingratiate ourselves more with the town. And, you know, our next guest, man, just for the YouTubers at this point, so obviously you can see my man's to the right. First, I gotta give a shout out to my co-host. He bike, Mr. Moses Chavez. How you doing, man? You doing all right?
Doing great, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm good, bro. Man, this season we didn't really took it to another level. Mm-hmm. We got one of those guys in here, man. Like, you know, in every genre, you get a guy that mainstream might not be known as the man, but those within that genre, it's like if you know, you know. So if you talk to different artists around the town, even different artists within the CHH space, they all have a reverence for this guy that we about to talk with. Mm-hmm. Like, if you say talk, you know Jerry? That, like, it's a real thing. And he ain't like one of the mainstream guys, but it's like if you know, you know. He's one of those underground guys. It kind of not comparing the style of music or whatever, but it's like when you knew about Kendrick from Section 80 prior to him actually being mainstream, it's like, oh nah, you knew about Nip prior to him being mainstream. It's like you knew. It's like if you're not really into hip hop, then you don't know. But if you know, you know. We got one of those guys here, man, within the town, man. Very dynamic artist, man. Innovative when you talk about the wave, when you talk about being yourself, when you talk about wearing your emotions in your sleeve and your art. He does all those things, man. And it's been a long time coming since he's came to the Reach Over Culture podcast. You know, we have a lot of mutual friends. You know, we have a lot of shout out to Pete Careers, man. Shout out to both of our brothers, really. You know, shout out to Pete Careers, shout out to MC, shout out to World 45, but shout out to everybody in the town, man. And when you can't talk about town music and not talk about the gentleman we got here today with us is none other than JARRY, MANNA, man. Make some. You heard? I'm working on my sway intros, you heard?
I hear you. I feel you. Hey, it's very fire. I feel inspired after that, man.
Appreciate that, man. Man.
I appreciate you.
Nah, no problem, man. So we're going to get right into it, bro. Now that you're here, you were pretty much a part of the pod, man. And, you know, I'm expecting you to be on future episodes.
Oh, for sure, man. I'm gonna be a potter someday. I don't know when, but, you know.
Word.
But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. I love seeing what y'all doing.
Sure.
I got to peep the last one y'all did. It was pretty insightful.
Appreciate that, bro. And shout out, because you work with the Indie Pot.
Yes,
so shout out to the Indie Pot as well. Yeah, another local media outlet here in the town.
Pot trying to do a little something, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Shout out to the Indie Pot. Man, so every podcast we get into a segment, questions that need answering. You're part of the couch now, so we got a question that might need answering now. Mind you, this is me just doing my research.
Okay.
I don't know anything about anime. I'm going to keep it a buck.
That's all right.
Dragon Ball Z, Dallas, is as far as it go for me.
Hey, that's how it starts.
I know some of the names. Like Attack on Titan, I know some. I could throw you some names.
Okay.
Afro Samurai is my favorite anime. You heard? I didn't watch Afro Samurai 50 million times, and not just the first one. Yeah. Resurrection too.
Oh, okay.
I'm okay. You heard?
That mean you watching? You ain't had nothing else to watch.
Hey man, but I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's a fire anime.
But you, who if you're a fan of JARRY, MANNA, you know he's heavily into anime. A lot of the artwork and stuff that you produce is fire, is out of this world.
I appreciate it.
Moses, do you have a strongest anime character of all time? Before we give our little weak answers,
it might be good.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Are you in anime?
Well, I used to, like in high school.
So you're not in anime. So listen,
I was a little bit.
You don't fall off and then get back in. You're not in the culture like that. It's okay.
Yeah, in the culture, but it's okay.
It's okay. You're not going to no conventions no time soon.
Right.
It's okay.
I can list a few shows I used to watch.
Right. Give me your strongest anime character of all time.
I don't know about like you talking about like strength, like power, like Pokemon kind of
anime character. It's like saying it's like saying the strongest Power Ranger of all time.
Okay, man, I would say Pokemon.
Which one?
Blastoise. I like Blastoise.
Okay,
Blastoise is fire.
Blastoise.
He's fire.
Oh wait, hold on.
That's
So listen,
crazy.
I don't know if Jerry's being nice or if he's really impressed. But either way, I'm gonna drop a bomb.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna drop. I'm
never
gonna
would've
drop a
thought
fun
nobody would
flex
say
bomb.
Blastoise.
I don't know if he being nice or if he's like, well, you know what? That's actually pretty fire.
Oh
Either way,
my! He
Blastoise.
said, that's a strong. I mean, you could have said Mew. You know.
Yeah, I know, but like I just like him.
He's a water wavy. I feel you. I like Blastoise a lot. That's why I'm like, yo, that's a crazy choice.
That's a crazy one.
But nah, I don't have anything.
You don't have the strongest?
That. Oh, I do.
Okay, all right. So all right. By proxy, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go Afro.
Okay.
I'm gonna go the person he beat at the end of the first one.
Oh,
the gunslinger.
But he killed him.
I know.
He was crazy though. He was stupid.
Every dog has his day.
right. Facts. You gonna get yours.
You know what I mean? You gonna get yours eventually.
Dude
you know
was
what
crazy
I mean?
with the bullets though. You're right. With
like
pistols alone.
Come on, man. He had me crying. He killed Afro Daddy at the beginning of the movie, bro. He had me crying. I was like,
he had to go get
bro
him.
got smoked. Like,
right.
But if it's not him, then
we talking about the most powerful,
the strongest.
Okay.
If it's not him, I mean, I'm gonna just go him.
Strong. I mean, you seen Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah. I mean, but you know, it's like,
okay.
I don't want to say go because
you can because there's a fight for that.
I understand, man, but it's Jiren,
we thinking
the guard, the
okay. I'm not on Super.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? Jiren is like
Super. I didn't want to do that much.
It's this dude that's everybody
I've heard about him though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is okay.
I'm gonna go with that.
That's
I'm gonna say
fair.
Jiren.
That's very
I'm gonna say
fair.
Jiren.
Okay.
All right. Strongest anime character.
Just based off of. This is just a fact, man. It's One Punch Man. It's
One Punch Man. Okay.
He's on Netflix, man. Just watch, bro. I didn't want to watch it, bro. Who wants to sit and watch something where a man can defeat every enemy in one punch? But it's actually one of the most fire animes you're gonna see. Full of action.
See, now I'm gonna go watch.
Full of action. It's only 2 seasons, but it's more, but they only have 2 seasons on there, but full of action. But yeah, dude is. And he's not famous. He can't get famous for nothing. And he the toughest dude in the whole anime world. Right. He can't get famous. Yeah. It's tough out here.
All right. One Punch Man. So you heard it here from the Wave Master himself. One Punch Man. I'm gonna go check that out because I've seen it on Netflix before. I just never watched it. So I'm gonna go check that out.
I had to do it.
All right. So getting straight into it, bro. Again, town representative. You're from Tulsa?
Yes, sir. Born and raised.
Crazy. For all these years, did not know that you went to Union.
Yeah, yep. 7 to 11. Yep.
7 to 11. And what year did you end up graduating?
Okay, I got held back 1 year because I went to homeschool.
There you go.
Okay, I left. After I left Union for 11, I went homeschool. And then they were like, yo, we need you to play another year. So you can technically...
Football?
Yeah, okay. You get held back 1 more year. It's like, okay, well, fine. But yeah, so I think 2012?
2012.
I think. I'm pretty sure it's 2012. That's
hey, man, it's a while ago.
Yeah,
bro.
man, it's a bit ago.
I'll be forgetting sometime.
Right.
I think it was 2009. It was like,
it was
2010.
I
have no, what's that called? 10-year thing.
Yeah.
I have that. I have none of that to go to.
Nah.
I was homeschooled my last 3 years.
Yeah. But enough people from Union because I had a little brother that graduated in 13.
Okay, what's his name? I probably know him.
His name's Khalid.
Khalid what?
Cornigan.
That's my brother's homie, bro.
Yeah, that's my little brother.
That's funny.
Word.
That's crazy. They went to school together and they played together.
Yeah, man. So
that's crazy.
So yeah, Khalid was like, yeah, I know that. I know that dude. He went to Union. And then X as well, Xavier Johnson. I was like, bro, everybody know he went to Union except me. I didn't know that.
Y'all was the cool kids, bro. I wasn't a cool kid. You was with P and Matt.
They were cool.
Was you
I was
with him? Was you around them?
I was around them. Yeah.
See, you was part of the cool kids. Man.
I
was literally a loner though. Like I was like on some that Kid Cudi. I was on my Kid Cudi tip. Like tough, bro. Like
I ain't knocking it.
I was like by myself, man on the moon. Like
right,
you know.
Right.
But yeah, bro.
So, with everything that's been going on, man, from 2020 up until this year, you know, pandemic, all these different things is going on. I haven't seen a lot of you in the media necessarily. Like, you haven't done a lot of interviews, this, that, and the third.
Yep.
Man, how have you been, like, mentally and emotionally, man, from everything in 2020? We coming up on a year now of being in a quote-unquote pandemic.
Yeah.
You know, how have you been mentally and emotionally from everything that's been going on this year? And how has it affected your music?
Ooh, okay. All right. So, you know, I can't do nothing but keep it a bean.
Keep it a bean. You can say whatever you want on this platform. If,
okay.
If the last episode didn't teach you anything, you can say whatever you want. Shout out to paparazzi.
Facts.
Right.
So,
just know we not editing nothing.
okay.
Just know you can't hit me on the back and be like, "Hey, bro, can you take?"
Hey, it's a lot of bruh.
So just
interview all these rappers. You. Hey, can you?
So I just gotta get that forewarning. I'm gonna get it drawn up in the document.
Yeah, you got.
Like, hey, bro, listen, it's too much work to edit and stuff, bro.
Understand,
I ain't
bro.
going back, bro.
Right,
if you said it, you said it, bro. Right. Say it with your chest, by the way,
exactly.
boy. This is the Reach Over Culture podcast. You gonna say whatever? Come on, man. That's what we here for, bro. Say what you say, bro. If you got beef after that, that's your beef.
Yeah, that's on you.
That's on you, bro.
Nah, for me, 2020 was like. It was weird because it's like, okay, I can't do shows anymore. I can't travel. Gotta like find a way to make money, and this is my way to make money. Like I'm full time doing this, so like I can't travel this year. Like what do I do? And so for me, it was just a bunch of, and I was just in a weird space. You know what I'm saying? Just living and transitioning and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Moving in with my lady and stuff like that. Us getting a place together and just making sure that my son was straight. Just, you know, just really, you know, buying things, making sure we set and that, this and that.
Man stuff.
You know, stuff people don't care about. Like,
man responsibilities.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That part. And so with the music, it kind of took a little bit of backseat, but like, not really because like, and that's where I was about to say, dang, I'm finna go there because it's like, 2020 kind of showed me like, oh, this music thing, like, I don't know, man. Like, I kind of look at it differently than everybody else. And I know this might even hurt my stock, my draft stock or whatever. But, like, bruh, like, I see how they doing it now. Like, music ain't even like what it was. Music is not the same tool. Like, now, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful to be able to pull up whatever you want, hit play, boom, you know. That's dope, but in the same sense, it's not much out there to feed you, and I know a lot of people like feed you. What is that? What you need to be fed for? Right. But it's like, yo, when people first started doing hip hop, it was like we was telling our story. Now niggas is telling their story. That's why some of the few street people still take off because they still giving their story. It's raw, it's rough, it's bad, but it's real and people know it's real versus some of these niggas who's just tatted up, put some dreads, put some color, and just say some random stuff, you know? And I just feel like it's more of that. It's more say the random stuff to get the bag, get signed. Don't help your people. Keep showing chains, keep showing, you know, keep flossing.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, this is motivation. Okay, motivation to do the same thing you're doing.
Right.
To go get in the chains and put all these diamonds on this shit. And you could have, you know what I'm saying? You could have
built your credit up.
You could have got your mama a car. Make sure your mom had a little business on the side. Make sure your auntie over here car is running. You know, like, this is the stuff that frustrates me with our culture. So it's like, I don't even want to really be a part of this no more. Like, I might go. I'm really thinking about going pop. Because it's like, yo, I'm not about to sit here and try to flex with y'all. Like, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm the freshest. Like, okay, my nigga, you're the freshest. But you don't take care of your kids. But you don't have any future plans. You don't, you know, it's just grown-up stuff I'm thinking about now. But, like, in the same sense, like, I still love music. I still love hearing the hottest, dopest, I still love all of that. But just for me, that 2020 to 2021 period was just me like sitting, listening, watching, like observing. You know what I'm saying? Listening to lectures, listening to 3-hour talks, and this is like I love that type of stuff. Like I love hearing people's deep thoughts.
Yeah.
And like I kind of get annoyed sitting around stupidity now. Like I can't really have that much fun anymore because it's like
this is stupid.
Yeah, this is stupid. We're grown men just having fun, like only having fun. Yeah. Like when do we get serious? When do we take shit serious? Yeah. Oh, forget.
Say your piece, G. Say your piece.
And that's another thing too. Like after this, like man, say what much is. Me and P. You know what I'm saying? We got some things in the works. And
okay.
What's that's
okay? Hold on. Wait, no. Exclusive. Hold on. Drop a bomb. But hold on.
He trying to go back to it. I'm trying to go over the bridge. He going down there.
Nah, man. Listen. This is how I know. This is how I know they cooking up. So I did a live with P not too long ago, and so it wasn't even originally supposed to be planned as that. Like I was just on the live. I didn't think he was gonna tap me in. He tapped me into the live, and he got to playing some unmentionables.
That's why they was trying to get me to join the live.
Exactly. He was like, "Go get Jerry. Go get Jerry on the live."
Oh, I'm glad he did it.
Because he's just like, I could tell that wasn't his original plan.
Yes,
but I'm his man, so he was like, "You know what? Because you on here, because it was the same thing he would do if I just pulled up to his crib, and it was no live.
Yeah.
Like if I just pulled up to his crib, the first thing he would do is start playing me some stuff that he had been working on, and some people got to hear some things, and even I was like, "Yo, it's kind of fire." This is how I know, man, it's bubbling up. So for him to even mention that, and P's gonna be on the episode next week. He even mentioned without me even having to ask him, like, yeah, man. So I'm working on some stuff with Jerry. I like, man, y'all just throwing this out into the air, ain't y'all?
But you're thinking, like, you really want to put this on live?
Yeah, I was like, hey, brother, you doing a lot right now.
Yeah.
He was like, we here now.
Right.
Dallas saw. He's like, hey, we here now. I was like, bro, you kind of do. I was like, you gotta chill.
You didn't say the live, we good.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, we here now. And then the next thing I know, somebody had screen recorded a little snippet.
No.
Now it wasn't a joint that y'all had been okay. Now the clever thing about P is you wouldn't have known which song was actually a song for y'all because he didn't actually get that crazy into it.
Okay.
He
played his stuff, like a little bit of his bars,
but he played something that a lot of people pegged out to be like, oh no, that's got to be part 2.
Oh, man.
That's got to be part 2.
What is that?
It's got to be part 2. It's crazy, but it just shows the fan base that y'all have, bro. Because again, you didn't even say a word in the track. It was just they heard it. And it was like, nah, that's got to be. That's got to be part 2. And then on top of that, he kind of gave up. He's like, go get Jerry. Go get Jerry.
Oh man.
So y'all got,
you know what I'm saying?
Y'all got stuff in the works.
So yeah, we
long awaited.
We have things that need to come out.
Right.
Okay, we got some stuff that we've been putting our heads together on. You know, is I think everything that pretty much that we've came together on is crazy right now.
Yeah,
it's actually stupid. But I got a short term memory, so I kind of forgot what I was talking about.
Well, no, you was talking about the process of last year to this year and how it's impacted your music.
Oh, so boom, it's another ball buster.
Okay,
so yeah, after we do what we doing, then bro, I'm not out, but I'm out, bro. Like I'm not done. But I'm gone.
So wait, you thinking of like after this next rollout?
I'm free agent. I'm out. Nah, free agent. That don't sound good. Okay, my mind is more open. I'm more open. My music is more open. To actually doing pop. Yeah, bro. I'm going pop. Thank you. I'm gonna just stop saying it weird. I'm going pop on you niggas. Like, bro, I'm not about to keep acting average in this lane that is super watered down now. I'm about to go be expressive in the lane that I need to be in to get the bag that I need to get. So
that's spicy.
Yeah. And it's a lot of extra loaded stuff within the the subgenre. So it's like, oh man, I I know. I'm not calling nobody who support me the time waster. It's just like trying to focus in this thing is like a waste of your mental time.
I mean, and that reigns to be true. Like when, like yourself, I'm into documentaries and just learning. Like every day that I'm not learning, I'm falling back. Like every day that I'm not learning, I'm falling back. Like, you know, when people hit me like, yo, I know me personally, bro. If I'm not learning every day, I'm doing something I ain't supposed to be doing.
Right.
So like yourself, with 2020 and quarantine is then the third, I've literally put into practice learning something every single day, even if it's relearning the topic I learned yesterday.
You get addicted to it almost, right?
Bro, you need
like,
information. You need information. Like I need information. I need to know what's what. I need to know what's going about stuff that I like.
Yeah.
So whether it's tech,
the knowledge, though.
Whether it's tech, stock, whatever, and always forcing myself to learn something new. You know, always forcing myself to learn something outside of my comfort zone. Everybody's always known me to love sports. I could talk to you about Tesla now. I could talk to you about some stuff that Elon Musk is doing. Okay. I could talk to you about climate control now.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. We gotta expand like that.
You know what I'm saying? I can't. I mean, we had the sports pod, you know, top 25, and I mean, while I think that list was kind of crazy, I don't know everything that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is doing. I haven't watched enough Thunder games. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I did watch Seaspiracy though.
Yeah. Right?
On Netflix though.
I saw that.
You know what I mean? So I definitely coincide with what you're saying, bro. Moses, you got any questions as of right now?
I was going to ask some questions about some music.
Okay. So let's jump right into the music. But mentally and emotionally, man, my point of asking that was just, and you answered it perfectly as far as how it's affected your music. But how are you right now? Like, where are you at? You at a 5, a 6, a 8? Like, with everything that's going on, you ain't got to go into deep detail about everything that you're dealing with. But just like, how are you
mentally
right now? Because it's leading into the music. Because I know a lot of your music, you're very honest about. And I feel like in a very abstract way, it's if you tapped in, then you know. Yeah. But it's like you're very honest. Funny you say Kid Cudi, because I'm listening to his music and I'm like, yo, this is I never really thought about Kid Cudi until yesterday. Honestly, I was like, yo, it's not exactly like he has his own. Jerry has his own sound, but it makes you retrospect and say, yo, or introspective, and I'm like, man, am I good? I don't know if I'm good. This music is really making me meditate and think like, yo, Rock, take a inventory right now, bro. Like, are you good right now? It's you just feel the vibes. You feel that energy in the music. So how are you mentally and emotionally like right now at this current point in time?
Man, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I am probably like a 6, just because there's just things that will get better, that can get better. You know, you got to speak this stuff into existence. Absolutely, man. We got to talk about something too. I'm not gonna cut up into y'all topics, but like I had an experience recently to where it's like I understand a few more things. It's like, oh, okay, so this is really that. Like, this is really, man. I'll just say it. I did dabble before with shrooms, and I know it's like in the subculture, they're like, oh my gosh, he's a demon or he's a devil or something like that. But like, it's something natural from the earth. So, I mean, okay, you can come at me. But like, one thing that it really just showed me is like the things that we say are very important. And like, I was able to see my homie who was with me. I was able to, because he's a word master. I start tagging word masters. Like, when I meet you, if I can see how you speak and how it gets to move, a room to move and stuff, I consider you almost a word master, because words are so powerful. You can literally make a nigga get up out your house. You can make a nigga come in your house. You can make a nigga bring you money. You know what I'm saying? Words are super powerful. But like, when I was on that, I was able to see, I was like seeing him try to keep us calm, because it was our first time, and he's like, no, we're good, and this is, let's just, I'm just like seeing it like, like, oh, I'm like, nah, bro, we're good, like, we're actually good, but it's like, it just showed me like, oh, the power of our words is like, you know, they said the power of the tongue, like, yes, And then another thing, I'm not gonna go deep on it, is vibes. Like I'm always saying vibes. I've always said vibes, and it's like in the Christian culture they make it like, you know, before transformation, but like it was like vibes. You don't know what no vibes is. We don't work on energies and vibes. That's evil. That's devil stuff. Like what? That's actually.
But the Holy Spirit is a vibe.
Yeah. He's a vibe.
Yeah. It's an energy.
It's an energy.
Yes,
it's
sir.
literally energy. Everything is energy, and it's like that. Doing that also showed me like, yo, we feel on a high ass spectrum. Forgive me, like super high, like bro, to where like if we was all on it right now, and I was speaking passionate or something, this dude would feel me if I'm about to cry, and he don't even know the person I'm talking about. He would be on the exact same level I am of intensity of crying,
on that
and it's
same
like,
frequency.
It's because we all feel like that, but when we regular, we just like. We not tapped in because we on life. We think about our next post or think about our girl or think about food or think we don't. You know what I'm saying? It's I'm done talking too much. All right,
no, you good. So mentally, you had a 5 or 6.
Yeah, because there's things I want to be done. There's things I know are going to happen, and it's like things I want to change within me. You know what I'm saying? I want to be more financially, you know, stable and stuff like that. So it's like. Those things irk me, and it's messing with my mental.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying. So,
and I was watching something the other day. I was watching a Naomi Campbell podcast. She had Dave Chappelle on there, and they were talking about.
She had Dave Chappelle.
She had Dave Chappelle cooking up, and so they were talking about the effects of this pandemic, and even after everything's all said and done. In every genre that might be advanced, whether it's medicine or the way we take, again, environmental healthcare, different things like that. But the one thing that everybody's going to struggle on after this whole thing is said and done, the one thing that's going to kill everybody is their mental health. Because you're not going to know how to, like, you go from being quarantined, some states a mask is good, some states a mask is not. At some point, you're going to have to be vaccinated if you want to leave this country. Everything is so controlled in a country that thrives on being the land of freedom. But just the effect, and when they said that, because that's literally been my biggest struggle for the past year. It's keeping my mental straight. It's keeping the mental straight. And so,
do you have any tips for that since you've been struggling with it?
Counseling is a must.
Okay.
And not the family counselor.
You're right. Right, because they gonna just spread your business.
Listen, every right, like love, shout out to grandma love, mama love.
Right. You know, I talked to Ricky today. You know, he ain't doing.
But you know, I'd strongly suggest going to talk to somebody outside of family, somebody that's paid to do it. Okay. I mean, because I've even had people be like, "Yo, I know somebody that you can." I'm like, bro, I'm not a licensed counselor. Right. Just because we give good tips on this podcast, that don't mean if you my dog, I'll give you what I've learned. But I'm the last person, or even want to be the first person to tell somebody what they should or shouldn't do. I hate telling people what they should do. I hate it absolutely because my path isn't your path. I can give a suggestion, but yes, definitely go see counseling. Which in hindsight is I haven't been in a counselor in a year. Yeah, wow. So I have to get back into counseling, and then finding your purpose. Find what you put on this earth to do.
It's a big one.
A lot of us,
a lot of people. When I did that, a lot of people. I realized, like, oh my god, basically, there is so few people with confidence on this earth, bro. Ooh. It is like, bro, it's like 12%. It's like, or okay, I'm maybe a little bit low. It's probably like 25%.
No,
bro. I felt it from everybody because, like, I seen how my people in the room was looking at me like, and then they tell you don't go look in the mirror when you take the shroom and stuff because you're gonna see yourself and you're not gonna like what you see. Yeah. I went in there and started clapping. I couldn't stop clapping because I was like, this is what I do every day. I look at myself in the mirror every day and face myself. Yeah. But not about me. I'm just saying, like, to me, it just was crazy. Like, yo. People don't have confidence, so that's one thing. And then, like what you were saying, like
purpose.
Yes, finding your purpose. Like, bro, people don't like.
They don't know.
50 years old, don't know. You know what I'm saying?
That scares me.
Like when you when you don't know your purpose, and we did a pod over this not too long ago. I've even done like a separate individual pod. Like, when you don't know your purpose, bro, and you're not doing what you love, you don't know who you are. Like, your purpose is wrapped up in who you are as a person. And a lot of people lack confidence, I believe, because they don't know who they are. They don't know who God created them to be. Ooh. It's like, and the word says to love your neighbor as you love yourself. How can you fully love yourself if you don't know who you are?
How can you love your neighbor?
You can't love your neighbor if you don't love yourself. You can't love your old lady.
People aren't loving their neighbor, bro. Like, if 12% of us are the ones who know what we do,
bro, like
everybody else.
Look at the Christian body. A lot of people get at the Christian body for not really living out the example of loving your neighbor.
Yeah. That's
because they don't love themselves.
Yeah.
You don't like you a Christian, right? But not. I'm not asking, but you, like I would tell somebody you're a Christian, right?
Yeah.
You're a Christian, but you don't like being a Christian. You don't like yourself. It's like you're here because I'm a believer. I believe that Jesus came, died, did the whole shebang.
Yeah.
I believe that in my heart.
Yeah.
You can tell how somebody believes that in their heart by the way that they treat other people. Yep. You don't believe that. You're doing that because somebody else told you to do that.
Yep.
And so you hate your belief system. And you don't like yourself for it, so of course you're not gonna like somebody that's living in freedom. You're not gonna like the other person how they able to do all of that.
Yep.
I mean, I might not agree with it, but they happier than you are because they living in their freedom. You might want to live in that freedom. So you hate your religion, you hate your church, and then you hate everybody that's not in it. You hate everybody else on the outside of it. It's crazy,
but
bro.
You there.
But you there. But you don't want to escape because anything outside of that is unsafe. Yep. It's rough seas outside of that. Yep. These are the people that know you, and we talked about this, like the church family. Yeah. These are people that know you, love you, raised you. Is that and the third? And so you know you have to live two different lifestyles, right?
That's tough. Yeah.
Because nobody's giving you the space and opportunity to just be human.
Yeah.
You do something, they're gonna sit you down.
Yep.
Right. You say something, her parents gonna go talk to your parent. Y'all grown ass adults.
Yep.
I've seen it, bro. And I'm thankful for the fact that I've grown up in church, but like my family is we a bunch of sinners, and we know we a bunch of sinners. We're from New Orleans, we're from the city, so we keep it very, very G.
Right.
Like, if y'all come to the family function, which all of y'all are welcome to, it's like, hey, we love Jesus too, and we try not to act wild.
Yeah.
Don't judge us, and we won't judge you. Yeah. Right? Yeah. A lot of people will call that complacent. A lot of people call that passive, and you're comfortable with sin. And that's fine. You can have that. You can have that mindset. I don't think any of us should necessarily just be comfortable with sin, but we shouldn't be condemned by sin either. You understand? So yeah, no. A lot of people don't know themselves. Yeah. They don't love themselves, and so they can't love the religion that they believe in. They can't love the family that they're a part of properly. They can't love anybody around them because they don't love themselves. And so going back to the original, tapping back in, slowing up to speed down and slow up. My 2 tips would be get a counselor outside of your respective people. I would say even outside of the church, because that mental, it's a God thing. But you need somebody that's not just going to give you spiritual, you need somebody that's going to give you physical application, actual task, and find your purpose, and love yourself. If we all loved ourselves, bro, this world would go a lot smoother.
It would be smooth. You would have no problem giving to the next person.
Not at all.
If everybody was giving to the next person, but that's some different stuff.
I
would just say my 2 tips would be, because I dealt with that as well, and you can see on my cover art when I dealt with it, which one I dealt with. I would just say, go to yourself. Either go to your go-to people. That will comfort you, but like still check you, not just like, oh yeah, here you want to smoke, here you good. Like people who's actually gonna talk to you and come at you and make sure, like, well, did you do something? Well, how did it? You know what I'm saying? Either that, or it needs to be the exact opposite and cut everybody off. Not cut everybody off. That's harsh, but you know what I'm saying? Like, go to yourself and think, like,
face yourself,
ponder,
face yourself.
Meditate, pray, face yourself.
Face yourself. Yeah.
Literally, face yourself. This is the answer, and people don't understand. They just go, whoop.
Right. They go to social media. They go to a place.
It's like
they go to every other avenue.
Yep.
And and I ain't even gonna say they. We all had a tendency.
Yes.
We all had a tendency to go to these things that tell us who we are versus going to who we are.
Yeah.
You know, he kept it very G. He said, bro, if I was you, I wouldn't talk after doing no for. I don't. And I gotta be who I am. Yeah. So if that means a friend getting upset at me or something because I didn't answer the phone, I didn't call like right after doing 4 podcasts, bro. Right. It just is. Like, I'm sorry. But it's me living my truth.
That's something I struggle with, bro. People getting mad that I don't answer. Cause it's like I'm like, bro,
loved one, you gotta know.
If y'all know how much I'm doing,
right.
Y'all would not.
You gotta know my heart, loved one.
Like this lets me know you don't be thinking about me. Like,
cause I ain't gonna get upset at anybody that don't answer my phone call.
I'm like, oh, I just missed.
If I see you though, it's gonna be like, hey, what's up, my
God,
like,
what's up?
Come on, man, cause I don't.
Right.
You know
when
I mean?
see you, I'm not gonna give you bad energy. Like, But anyways,
so in retrospect of going from loving yourself and helping each other, helping the next person. Your latest project, Survival Guide to 3005. What was the inspiration? What was the inspiration behind that?
Well, to be honest, Childish Gambino was the main.
Okay, because that was gonna be my next question. 3005. Shout out to Childish Gambino. Okay.
And so I kind of wanted to like capture. I feel like I did a pretty good job, but I kind of wanted to capture like more so my alias, Lotus Waver. Mm-hmm. I wanted to like capture him, like basically leaving a survival guide to 3005. Mm-hmm. But and this is something that I newly gained. I'm going to separate the two, Lotus Waver and JARRY, because it's like there's no need to. So basically, that was Lotus Waver in the flesh. That album, that was the only Lotus Waver y'all gonna see in the flesh. Silver hair, boom. You know what I'm saying? Right. I got a visual coming, but that's boom. And then he is going to transfer to animation. He will forever be animation. Y'all can check him out right now on Urban Animation TV or YouTube now. Go follow and subscribe if you know what I'm saying. You like something. It's gonna be putting out a lot of series and stuff. Yeah. But so yeah, all that is just, it's like the first demonstration of Lotus Waver, like the real demonstration of Lotus Waver. Like this is what he looks like in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? So from there, now everything that people will see will be a different brand of JARRY MANNA. Yeah. So it's like I'm really rebranding. That was like the start of a rebrand. And all in all, just the project though, that was literally inspired by Childish Gambino, and just like even him having thoughts of the 3005 is like, yo.
Do you find yourself thinking? Because I find I love projects like that. I'm a futuristic thinker. I think in the future. Like Blade Runner, that's my shit, son.
Yes, sir.
You know, Blade Runner 2049 is my joint. I watch it one time every week.
Oh wow,
I do, bro. I just like Back to the Future is my favorite movie of all time.
Oh, you okay? Yeah, Star Wars,
okay, yeah, bro. Okay. I'm there. I'm a nerd. I mean, I throw hands, but I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
But now, so when I hear Survival Guide 3005, Peak Careers 2045, I'm immediately drawn to it. I'm like, all right, where are you taking us into the future that we ain't seen yet? Right? So when I listen to your project, again, it's very futuristic vibes. Do you always think in future tense, like about what's to come when you're inspired just to do art in general, whether it's anime, music, whatever? You always thinking futuristically?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. At one point, it just hit me like, yo, you need to make everything last. Like, you need to make everything to last a long time. Like, outlast y'all's whole civilization. You know what I'm saying? Like, it needs to sound good for my grandkids. My grandkids need to be able to hear it's like, oh, Granddad was doing something. You know, like that. Listen how he did that. Like, I don't care about what Lil Baby is doing right now. He's a copy of. I love how I forget some podcasts and stuff. I don't care what Lil Baby is doing
we small fries.
Yeah. Hey, I might blow up. Lil Baby see this, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm sorry. I would tell Lil Baby this. He probably would have do whatever. We do what we got to do. But nigga, Lil Baby is a copy of other artists in Atlanta. He's not a copy because he says different things. He comes from a different standpoint, and people feel what he's saying from the streets. But I'm just saying, like, like, bro, my little brother can do that. Like, you just were in the perfect opportunity. Everything happened for him to pop. Yeah. And yes, he is that nigga. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not worried about making a carbon copy. I'm trying to throw something up here and like, oh, what about that? You know what I'm saying? What if you do that? Like, I'm not like, let me copy and paste, and put my own thing on this same beat that 15 other people. Right. Like, bro, that's why I'm saying I want to get out of rap. Because
I get you.
Yeah. Everybody's doing the same formula to try to make it, just like trapping. Niggas is out here trapping, and I'm I got plenty of fans. I'm just saying, like,
God bless the trappers.
Exactly, God bless, because it's hard out here. Dispensaries is going crazy right now. But yeah, it's like the trappers, like, nigga, clearly you're making enough to, and I'm not in nobody's pockets. I'm just saying, like, clearly you're making enough, but it's not enough to take you to that next boss level. So it's like working, like trapping is like working. So I'm like, in the same sense, I'm losing what I'm saying right now. That's crazy. This is what I do.
I get it, no, because you got 50 million thoughts coming in at one time. Bro.
All the time.
I absolutely get it, bro. Like, that first season, first 2 seasons of ReachOverculture was kind of crazy. Because my thoughts was everywhere, bro. Like, I literally, like, you know, when people like, yo, man, you kind of slow when you speak, it's because I'm literally
thinking about that.
Bro. I didn't went 20 minutes into the conversation already. I know what I want to say 20 minutes from now. So I got to slow down and speed up. You know what I mean? So that way I don't want to go over nobody's heads. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? Well, no, I was getting to where we about to get to 20 minutes from now. Like, the conversation's about to go here 20 minutes from now. So yeah, no, I definitely get it.
Yeah, it's a futuristic.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, and I mean, but that comes from a kid, man. It comes from knowing yourself and loving yourself, bro. Like, until I went to counseling and started, I'm like, no, I've always been in the futuristic ideals and things. Like, I'm not as primitive and as liberal as I think I am. Right. I've always been forward thinking. I've always been diligent on seeing my people grow. Yep. You know what I mean? I started going to church, nothing against the church, and it was about love everybody, love your neighbor, and I do. Yeah. Right? In the midst of that,
they definitely don't address taking care of our people.
No, they don't. They don't.
And they don't make an effort.
And they don't.
To help lift our people.
And
but it's okay.
It's got to be pointed out.
It's okay.
So now as a 28-year-old, it's like, yo, bro, I'm every day, bro, I'm not. I might leave this earth any day now. Yeah. Like, you never know your time.
Right.
I'm not about to go being anybody else or doing anything else that I don't want to do. Being a person I don't want to be.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Like, right or wrong, at the end of the day.
I'm going to be here. Why am I going to dedicate time that is not promised to me? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. If you've dedicated that time, you made that commitment and finished that through.
And wisdom is necessary.
Yeah, wisdom is necessary.
You need wisdom. You want to be tapped into what your creator got for you. And I try to say it's tapped into that as much as I possibly can. But as far as just solely acting like I'm into things that I'm not into, it's just dead. So look, your favorite song off the project, before we get to the next thing, what's your favorite song off the project?
Probably the last one, Doormat's In. Because it gives a good example of, like, the futuristic perspective of it.
Yes, sir.
Like, I'm talking to my lady, like, yo, this could be the end of the world, but we gonna face it together type stuff. And to be honest, now we finna go somewhere else. I'm sorry, but 2020, I got woke friends who was like, December 21st, things are gonna change. Like, there will be a whole shift in the spectrum. There will be, like, what? Yeah. That's right, Jesus is actually an Aquarius, and he's coming back with it. It's like, okay, and he's coming back in a different form of, it will be awakening the people, and it's like, but you're gonna have to take all these things, and they're gonna shut down the world, and I'm like, yo, making this song, I'm like, yo, this might be the end. Like, yo,
I mean, you can never be too prepared, can you? Like,
bro, I've been that. The biggest thing for me is I've been swayed all my life. Like, since I've been like hot with rap, because I'm such a pleaser. If somebody mentions or not mention, but somebody's like suggesting that's like a bigger homie or something who got a lot of something, it's like I've always been like, oh yeah, I could, yeah. And then I end up being with this for like a year or 2 years, you know what I'm saying? And it's always been like that. And it's like I attract people, and so once I attract somebody to me, it's like a new one of that, and it's like another. You know what I'm saying? So I try to. So like you saying, like this is too short. Like, bro, if you are not benefiting me, I'm sorry, but like,
it's a dub.
Yeah, like, bro, you're wasting my time. I have a child, my guy.
Right.
You got me.
A whole child.
Right. Like, you don't even, if y'all don't, especially if you don't even have kids, like, you barely know responsibility till you got a kid. Because you can live on your own pretty good. Like, it's some responsibility. Don't get me wrong, it's responsibilities by your own. But, like, when you just sitting there and you got to think, oh, like
take
all the time,
human
bro.
being.
It's different.
It's not what I'm gonna eat, man. It's, what we gonna eat?
What we gonna eat every time? I mean, luckily, you know, me and his mom co-parent, but like, it's like, yo, what are we going to eat, bro? Like, like I can't just think about me. So that just goes back to other people, you know, pulling and tugging me and stuff. I just was saying, like, yo, this is like the first time I'm gonna be free. And that's what I'm saying. Like, once we do what we do, once me and P, like, you know, give people something, that's a wrap for that.
You heard it here first on the ReachOverculture podcast. You heard me?
I'm sorry.
Come on, man. Come on. This is the type of energy that we attract in Studio C.
Facts. Facts.
Favorite song? Do you have a favorite song out the joint?
Oh, I forgot what it's called.
Like this?
I like that.
Oh, okay.
I like that. I also like Tulsa too, though. Tulsa's tough. I like Tulsa too.
Yeah, Tulsa was cool.
Tulsa was tough.
Oh man, what was it? It was really. I was thinking, Computer Love. That one.
Computer Love was tough too.
Computer Love was tough.
Computer Love was tough too.
Bro, they all dope, bro.
Yeah.
Computer Love was tough too. So speaking on that, man. Speaking on the town. Recently, it was just announced that Fire's in Little Africa.
Oh yeah. FILA, okay, you know what I'm saying?
FILA, just did a deal with Motown.
Yes, sir.
On the latest collaboration project that amongst the Tulsa artists have came and collaborated with. There's a lot of y'all.
Yeah, we brought some OKC people.
On some OKC and some OKC people. Oklahoma as a whole.
Yeah. Try to.
For one, like, what exactly is the deal? Like, what does this deal entail for people that might not understand what it is?
So, you know, people, just a little quick thing. FILA is just, you know, an accumulation. There's like 50 artists, one for like 2 nights or a whole weekend. We just pulled up at Greenwood Culture Center, recorded from night and day, all night and day. They brought us food. It was dope. Play video games, whatever you want to do. Then we did it at the mansion, Brady Mansion. Everything was just made in like a short period of time. But all in all, I would just say, like, Motown is going to be our fire. They're going to be the engine. They're our engine now. So we gave them all this content, everything. We've given them everything. We came fully prepared. Pictures, documentary, interviews, you name it, shows, footage, live shows, like everything. And all they got to do is just sign and check. I mean, I'm not quite sure on the numbers, you know, as far as like how much they're, you know, backing us with. But yeah, they're behind it. They like the story. You know, Motown was the first black major label ever. Absolutely. So it's like, yo,
Hitsville.
Hitsville. Come on now.
Hitsville.
Temptations. Come on now. Like, we
Diana
talking about
Ross,
yes, sir.
Jackson 5.
You feel me? We going back.
Come on, man.
So it's like everybody's energy right now is going up. Everybody just, you know, and me being from Tulsa, it's like, this is super exciting. Yeah, man. I just feel like it's just something that's got everybody's spirits up. Because like, for a long time, people in Tulsa, like, people who aren't from here don't really know. But like, Tulsa felt like, well, we always just was copying people, Baby Dallas, or y'all kind of sound like Cali. You either kind of sound like Cali or y'all straight up sound like Dallas. And it's like, for the first time, we are sounding like ourselves. We've sounded like ourselves, but we on a major scale. Like, now y'all get to see us sound like ourselves. Right? Y'all get to see the dope artists who've always been here. And so yeah, the energy just up, bro. Everybody up. Motown is they'll be here soon. They'll be here soon to, you know, say what's up to us and look at us.
And how has this affected? So how do you feel like this affects the Tulsa music scene moving forward? Is that, because, you know, it seems as though there's a great amount of unity, which didn't seem like the case 3-4 years ago. It seemed like people have come together across all genres. Do you see this as a thing that continues to build the unity within artists around Tulsa? You being as futuristic as you think, do you kind of see this as like your honest answer of, yeah, this is gonna bring us closer together in the foreseeable future, or like, man, everybody might start grasping for straws at this point, like trying to get their like little piece of the pie. Like, and like, how do you feel it's gonna affect the scene here in Tulsa, like at this point?
I'll say, now that you say that, it did got me thinking more. But like, I'll say, it'll probably be like, yeah, I think right now it's gonna be great energy. Everybody gonna have good energy. Everybody's loading. They're putting, they putting the bootleg. Everybody putting the ammo in right now.
Right.
Loading the clips, and everybody ready.
Right.
But yeah, as people start getting on, as people start getting selected, it's 50-50 with me, because Tulsa is 50-50, because we hate until they make it. Yeah. June kind of made it through that with barely any hate. Some people was like, he ain't official, but whatever. But like that only lasted for a little sprinkle. Like dude blew it, everybody was on the train. So I don't know, because June made me say I don't know, because otherwise I'd be like, oh, they finna hate. Nigga, people finna be on, and niggas finna hate, like for sure. Like the rest of them who didn't make it is going to hate. But that wouldn't be smart, because all you got to do is just keep working, and we're gonna see you. We're gonna mess with you. People are gonna mess with each other. We all been linking. Now the thing that has changed over this period of time that you were speaking of is OKC and Tulsa is linking now. Because that used to be
button heads. Yeah.
No, we did not like each other. It's like, what is OKC? What is Tulsa? Like Tulsa, now it's like, I got niggas in Tulsa. That's homie in Tulsa. Oh yeah, I got homie in the city. Yeah, for sure. Like I just pulled up on them. Like it's real love now. But yeah, all in all, bro,
it can go either way.
We are literally
that's real.
Like
that's
this,
a real
bro.
answer.
We like this right now. Like the whole 21. We just like
Let's keep the energy right.
Right.
Everybody just be cool.
Right.
What happened to just be cool?
Right.
Everybody gonna get their
everybody gonna be good, man.
Because when I look at that, man, Jay said it on Electronica's album, A Written Testimony.
He killed that too,
bro.
He was all over that album,
bro. No civilization has been conquered from the outside until it destroys itself from within. And so, with every great movement, it's usually the people within the movement that kill the movement before the movement has the opportunity to go forward. And so I'm in support of Fires in Little Africa. I love the deal that y'all have with Motown, because a lot of people may not even realize, and I didn't even realize how still relevant Motown is, and some of the artists that they have. Like they have a Little Baby and the City Girls on their roster. So it's definitely a great opportunity, and I just want to continue to see Tulsa artists stay here, stay in the pocket.
And I think we was trying to do a Little Baby thing, but I think Buddy wanted the bag.
Oh yeah,
he wanted the bag.
Yeah.
He said 150 for on social media. I said 150.
Yeah.
This nigga want a house for a bird. It's a
little expensive right now. But
that's crazy. Dudes is asking for houses.
But when you the guy though, I mean, he getting it.
Yeah, he is. Who's paying that though? Who got here you go. Right. Here's a little 150.
You know what I mean?
So go ahead and send me that verse.
Exactly. But yeah, that's my biggest hope.
Yeah, man.
And support is that everybody, sticks together. Maybe at the end of the day, bro, like when you have a collective like that, not everybody is levels. Not everybody's as great as the next person. Not everybody makes music as great as the next person. Not everybody's as creative as the next person. So you play your part. Just like with any team sport, the best thing you can do is be the best at what you're the best at. And as long as everybody continues to do that, those are the most successful teams in sports history, when everybody plays their role. Not the guy that is great at getting 15 rebounds a game trying to shoot from three. We don't need you to shoot threes. We need you to get 20 rebounds a game. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't sound great in this particular sound. That's fine. Maybe you're a better producer than you are a rap artist.
Yeah.
Live in that. Live in that truth. Know yourself, love yourself, and be the illest producer. As
people struggle with that in Tulsa.
Man, listen.
They're not gonna step over or go do this or go do that instead. It's like
You know what I mean? It's like, nah, I can be multifaceted. It's like, yeah, you can be multifaceted, but you're not gonna be great at everything, bro.
Man, I'm having to learn that. I'm literally like, yo, do you want to ask what I'm struggling with, bro? I'm struggling with, yo, do I want to do this, or this?
Right.
Because any of these, if I shift anyone to the front, I'm making money off of it.
Right.
But I can't do all of them. I can't keep doing all of them at a high level.
Right.
So it's like, yo, and they're great. Imagine having 3 great hits. Like, yo, I could go boom and take off. I can go boom and take off. You know what I'm saying? Or boom, it might take a little longer, but it's gonna take off. Like,
it's not a bad problem to have.
It is, because it's like I'm sitting here at the crib, like, like, cause it's like, I'm gonna do this, no, I'm gonna do that. Like, which one do you do?
I mean, but that's what being tapped in come in at. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm a believer, so I believe in the Holy Spirit. I believe that He comes and He speaks to us, and that's God's messenger for me. Just like Muhammad is to Allah, the Holy Spirit is a messenger to me. You tap in, He'll give you the answer.
No, it's no cap.
You know what I'm saying?
There's no cap.
So, but for whatever, that's what being tapped in and having a belief in the power higher than yourself. I'm not even saying you got to believe in whatever you, but believing in something that's bigger than yourself, just gives you an extra resource, an extra tool. You know, because like y'all know, everything's not all physical. There's a lot more. There's a lot of stuff happening in the spiritual realm as well. You know, when we die here, this is our bodies that drop here. Our souls go on to do other things. So that means there's another realm. And sometimes I need an answer from this other realm to let me know what I'm supposed to do here. Because I don't want to get there and it be like, bro, you wasn't tapped in.
Right.
We was telling you to go this way. Right. You made a left. Like,
bro, we even left some smoke.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You wouldn't even follow.
You wanted to do that over there. We was telling you, hey, bro, this over. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. So, last thing before, man, bro, this has been an amazing episode, man. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all having me, for real.
What drives you to continue to? I know you're considering, going pop at the, this next thing comes out, but as a whole, what drives you to continue to make music, man? What keeps you passionate making music?
Man, that's crazy, because I was just explaining, like, I'm looking at everything like, yo, this ain't it. Like, y'all niggas, don't see this?
Right.
Y'all don't see where we came from and what we are now?
Right.
Like, okay. So for me, I guess, like, the only thing that really motivates me now is, like, knowing that I prayed for this. Like, and then it was just thinking about my journey from sneaking into my dad's room when he's working 2 jobs and his 4 boys and stuff. I'm the oldest, like, yo, y'all cut it out, I'm finna record or whatever. Like, I'm trying to figure this little baby mic on a tissue roll and on a, all of that, like, thinking, and then to college, and then leaving college because I'm realizing, like, yo, I like rapping more, and then my mom's crib, and then, I'm to my roommate, and then I meet 2-piece, and then everything just kind of starts moving, and it's CHH, and then it, you know what I'm saying, you touring and all that. It's like, yo, I can't just run away from that. I can't just leave that right now. Right. I asked for that. Right. So finish the job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how I am right now. Like, yo, finish the job.
Yes, sir.
That's literally my motivation. I kid you not.
Yes, sir. That's super fun. That's good. Because that's the only reason we sitting right here right now. Gots to finish the job. Yes, how do you do it? Right. Forever. You doing?
This man is insane. These guys are insane.
Because we got to finish the job. The job has got to be finished.
Hey, they got way more endurance. Hey, Keezy. You gotta step it up, bro.
Hey, no, man. I need the Indie Pot award at the end of the year.
Yo,
I need that.
This guy's endurance is insanity.
I need that Indie Pot award. But really though, finish the job, bro. That's the name of this pod. Finish the job. Because a lot of us don't, man. A lot of our parents didn't. Like, they ain't finished the job. So everybody in my family that's rooting me on right now, it's like, my little brother told me that the other day, actually crazy. He was like, bro, finish the job, bro.
Wow. Yeah.
That's what being tapped in is like, Moses.
Yeah.
He ain't know my brother said that the other day. He was like, nah, he ain't finished the job, bro. We got jobs to finish.
Hey, it's gonna pay off, bro. I promise.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Moses, any question that you have for Jerry before we got out?
I would say real quick, your top 3 most influenced music artists that you look up to.
Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. Let me see. Okay, Kid Cudi. Tyler, everybody. Okay.
Right.
And then Pete also told me I'm an alternative artist. I didn't know that. I'm an alternative rapper.
Definitely
I didn't know that. I felt disrespected, but I thought about the list, and I'm like, you know what?
You definitely alternative.
Because it's like, yo, yeah, okay, but all right. Okay, Kid Cudi, Childish Gambino.
Okay.
And then if I got one last one, goodness gracious. Ooh. So right now, I gotta add him. Off tops, Larry June. Hey.
Shout out to Larry June. You heard?
Okay.
Y'all gotta check out Larry June, bro. That's my guy, man.
Yeah, he going up. He going up. The stock is going up.
But he not. Like, yeah.
It's that weird space. It's like you, honestly.
Yeah.
In the CHA special. It's like CHA. Again, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Facts.
And so when it goes to another level, you're not shocked. It's like, nah, wait, who is this guy? You don't know who this guy is?
Mm-hmm. Right. I feel like people been waiting, bro. And to be honest, it's time. That's kind of another thing that's keeping me going. Because, like, yo, I've never given them the thing. Like, the biggest thing. Like, just give them the thing. And so, Ugly album is going to be my first album. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm working on right now. Just letting y'all know.
Bro.
12 songs or more.
Wait, have you told anybody else this?
No, I haven't.
Oh, come on, man. This reach over culture. I won my Indie Pot Award at the end of the year. You understand? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's coming. So, yeah, I'm working on that. I'm going to be working with Two Piece, Jimmy Joe. I'm trying to keep it really, really tight knit.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to give y'all some soul, some real pure vibes. Like, y'all not getting the typical Jerry, man. That's all I'm saying. Y'all might not like it. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. It's not for you. You don't have to listen.
Dog, listen, look. Y'all don't deserve more. I'm cutting it off after that. Shout out to my dog Jerry MANNA, man, for being in the building, man. Shout out to our guy, bro. Legendary episode. We tapping in with the town, man. Long time coming, bro. I appreciate you so much, bro.
Already.
Man, shout out to everybody that's watching Reach Over Culture podcast, man. If you're interested in sponsoring the show, make sure you email us at reachoverculture@gmail.com. If you want to donate, you can cash app us at Reach Over Culture. I am ROC. This is Moses Chavez.
Sir.
Make sure you follow my young bull, and make sure you follow the man. You probably already follow him. You heard? Follow the man at Jerry MANNA, man. You heard it first. Reach Over Culture podcast, and we out.
Fire. Y'all are different.
Fire.
Y'all